So I'm going to be showing you my experience with aluminum metal casting. So two popular methods of manufacturing for metal is forging and casting. Now we're going to be casting metal unless you want to end up like this guy.
2 hours later.
Okay, well that was actually a joke. But forging and casting, they both have their own benefits. To start this project, I'm going to start by drawing the shape of the item I want to cast, and I want to trace it so I have 2 copies. So I'm going to cut out the template, and then I'm going to use some glue stick to glue it on to foam board, which I've actually ripped off the paper. So I'm going to be using my hot wire styrofoam cutter to cut out the templates to put in the dirt. The hot wire doesn't cut the paper, so it cuts around it and just cuts the styrofoam. So I repeat this 2 times to give us 2 templates made out of styrofoam. So while that guy's preparing the foundry for us, let's talk about my first question. I wanted to know when the aluminum was made and what was the history of it. As it turns out, it was actually discovered in 1807, but was later perfected in France in 1856. So I'm filling the foundry with charcoal, which is actually going to power it. And so I'm also putting the crucible in, and that's basically a graphite cup where the aluminum comes into. Now what you see there is the blower tube, and that's basically the hair dryer that goes through a tube and feeds oxygen to the coals. Lighter fluid allows me to catch the coals on fire and actually get started. So let's get this thing fired up, let's melt some metal, and get this show on the road. Wait, but stop. We still need to answer my second question, and that's what are the modern uses and daily uses of aluminum? And apparently, it's in frames of kitchen utensils, appliances, airplanes, and it's a very lightweight metal. Okay, so the foundry is nice and toasty, the metal's nice and melted, so we're ready to cast it. So let's go ahead and take off the lid. So I haven't made the tongs actually designed for a crucible yet, so I'm just using normal kitchen tongs. Those foam risers on the model are called sprues, and the one closest to my dad is where the aluminum goes in. The one closest to me is where the air comes out. It results in a cleaner model. So my final and third research question was how did aluminum get its name? And apparently it comes from the mineral alum, and which means bitter salt in Latin. To clean this thing up, I start by cutting off all the rough parts with a hacksaw. So I then take it to the grinder to move higher up in the finishing process. So this is my experience of the process of turning styrofoam into solid aluminum. This has been a very enjoyable project, and I want to say thank you to all the people that's helped me complete it.